All right, so Mickey Mouse Through the Mirror. This is the 83rd Mickey Mouse short film, even though I think, it's like our 5th or 6th one. I don't think we've come anywhere near close to that. Yeah.
Imagine having to watch 82 more.
No.
Oh my god.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Mickey's starting to get slowly likable, I feel like.
Yeah,
he started out really unlikable, but this one he wasn't that bad.
Yes. Yeah.
I started to like him this batch of shorties.
Me too.
Well, he had no animals to abuse this time, so I guess it was...
Except each other, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, if you wanted to abuse Minnie...
Something really ticks off in his head when he sees animals. He's like,
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna get you.
Oh, well, no, he did have an animal in that one that he could have abused.
Oh, in the next
Mickey
one.
Rival.
Yeah, not this one.
Not this one, though.
This one's actually influenced, if it wasn't obvious in like the first shot, by Through the Looking Glass, which is by Lewis Carroll. It's the Alice in Wonderland sequel. Walt really likes Lewis Carroll books.
Yeah.
Because
they're trippy.
Yeah, and he actually intended on making like an animation live action hybrid of Alice in Wonderland, like before this short. Mm-hmm. But it never materialized, and quite frankly, I think that's a story for another episode.
Okay.
When we get to that movie.
Fair enough.
But yeah, he's a big fan of Lewis Carroll, and it's obvious when watching this short that this is what it's based on.
Absolutely.
Hillary was really mad. She wrote, they spelt Thru wrong, because they spelled it Thru.
Well, interestingly enough, Thru is how it's said, like on the title card, but the poster says Through. That's not really interesting. That's why I didn't write it down. But I did remember that when you said that.
Okay.
So they did spell it right on the poster.
That was her first note.
Man, I wish she was here.
They spelled Thru wrong.
Yeah.
Sorry, Hills.
Yeah, but it's very similar to Through the Looking Glass. He travels through the mirror, and he shrinks and grows in size, and there's playing cards, and there's Queen of Hearts.
She's very upset. She goes, "Is he dead? Out of body experience?"
So yeah, because he was like hopping. You see him like hop out, and like so you can assume it's a dream, or is he a ghost?
Right.
I don't think.
Right. Like, I assumed, like, oh, he must be dreaming.
Yeah.
But I could see why someone would be like, oh, shit, he's dead, that's his ghost.
I thought sleeping. He was sleeping after reading the book, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, he was dreaming.
Yeah.
But the thing is... Well, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Do you still have more intro to do?
I do. But go ahead.
Oh, okay.
I do, but keep it going.
No, you go ahead.
Okay.
You finish up with that.
Yeah, and there's also some things that play into, like, future Disney projects, whether it's intentional or not. Like, I don't know if you made the connection, the scene where Mickey's like dancing with the two gloves. That reminds you of another Disney movie? Anyone?
It reminds me of Young Frankenstein.
Well, wasn't that I'm thinking of? I don't think that's what I was going for.
Okay.
Aladdin? When Genie's dancing with the gloves and
Okay.
Yeah.
It's very similar to that. Like, he's dancing in between the two gloves.
Yep.
I don't know if it was intentional or not, but it's very reminiscent of that.
Yeah.
And this short kind of appears in its entirety in 2 video games. Way down the line. First one is Magical Mirror starring Mickey Mouse for GameCube. So that's way down the line.
Wow.
And then Epic Mickey for Wii.
Okay.
So years and years go by and it comes up in a couple video games as well.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And then just the last little tidbit I got, the middle section with all the dancing that Mickey's doing with the items, it's very reminiscent of Fred Astaire at the time. Mm-hmm. And the reason why is because I think just 1 year before he was in a musical called Top Hat, which got was very well received. And Top Hat, he's dancing on a top hat, he's dancing with, a top hat as well. And Mickey sort of like dances like Fred Astaire in like that movie Top Hat. He's doing the similar, the way he moves.
The little taps and shit.
Yeah, the tap dancing and dancing with the match and that kind of stuff. It's very similar to that.
Yeah.
And I think it also like a year before that. Fred Astaire was kind of described as like the way he dances is almost like as if Walt Disney drew him.
Oh, okay.
So it seems very like connecting that he probably based it off of it.
That's fun.
So that's all my intro stuff. You got anything you want to add to that?
Not to your intro.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so Mickey Mouse Through the Mirror. It's released on May 30th, 1936, rated TVG, and has a runtime of 9 minutes and 47 seconds. I wrote down here. It just occurred. I've been giving these times. But, like, everything on Disney Plus has, like, 2 minutes of credits. Oh. So I don't actually know if these times are accurate. Oh. But that's what it says, so I'm just going to go with it.
Fair.
But 9 minutes and 47 seconds. Directed by David Hand. Animation by Bob Wickersham. Dick Lundy. It's a different Dick this time, not Dick Humor. Leonard Sebring. Hardy Gramatsky? I don't think that's right, but whatever. Johnny Cannon and Ugo Diorsi. And voice work by Walt Disney. We open up with Mickey Mouse in bed. There's some jazz music playing in the background, and he's tucked away, and he has a book on his lap, and it's Through the Looking Glass by Lewis Carroll.
Yep.
And he begins to dream, and like this subconscious version of himself kind of like rises out of his body.
Yep.
And he leaves his bedroom, enters the living room.
Or a ghost.
Or a ghost. We're not really sure.
But did you notice the creepy like portrait that was like next to?
Yes.
Was it like Grandma Mickey Mouse?
It was.
Like,
Is that what it was?
It was like Grandma Mouse, and it looked like a mouse too.
Yeah, it did.
It had
It
the,
was like
the nose coming out.
yeah,
and
it was like really
Like
creepy.
one of the first cast characters.
Yeah,
Kind of.
basically, it was really creepy. I was like, okay.
Yeah. So he goes in the living room and he goes up to his mirror that's hanging above the fireplace, and he walks right through the mirror onto another dimension, another side, whatever you want to call it. Another
Well, he
world.
touches it first, right? Like
Yeah.
Well, I had to
Like,
rewind that part because I
ooh.
was like, wait, so he's just gonna walk right through there and it's gonna be like nothing. I was like, did I miss something? Was there a door? Was there a handle? But no, he just.
It's kind of like Super Mario 64 when you jump through the paintings.
Yeah.
That's what it looked
But
like.
I mean, did any of you read the Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass?
I haven't, but go ahead and give us.
I don't remember specifically, but that is exactly what Alice does in Through the Looking Glass. I think Dinah is there too, the cat, and she like can't go. But like the movie, the we haven't gotten there yet, but Disney's animated version of Alice in Wonderland is actually a weird combination of both books.
Both of them, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So like and also like a lot of the stuff that happens in here is very similar to like it's almost like he read the book and just like recreated it.
Yeah, there's a
in
lot
Mickey
of it.
Mouse
There's a lot of it
form.
that feels like he loved the book and he's like, I'm gonna make my own version of the book that's pretty similar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why do you think so obviously Alice in Wonderland was not out yet because we are watching these in order.
Mm-hmm.
So why then make it? Like you already made this little short. Like was that not enough for you?
Well, because I think
he seemed to be really into Alice in Wonderland.
And he like I mentioned before, he had the intention of doing a full film, half animation and half
combination.
live action.
Sorry,
So I just think that was me. So I think he just
He had,
didn't
like,
let go
bigger
of it.
plans
Yeah,
and-
he
yeah.
wanted to do a full feature film on it, and maybe at the time he didn't think he was going to, so he just thought, I'll do this.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, like
then,
let me throw this little Mickey short version.
But
in
then
there.
the time came about, and he thought, let's go ahead with a full feature.
With the walnut thing, I was like, I don't really remember Alice in Wonderland. It was never one of like my
that
favorites.
wasn't
or
like
anything.
in it.
Oh, okay. So with the walnut thing, I was like, is this like a thing in that movie?
No.
Because I knew there was like a connection there, but I was like, what's happening with
Unless
the walnut?
it's in the book and I forgot, but I don't remember that, and I just remember watching this part of the short and being like, "That's oddly sexual and weird."
I love this. I love this walnut part. So he jumps through the mirror, and all the furniture is alive. He's bumping into everything.
and they're really mad at him.
Yeah. So then he bumps into an umbrella, and the umbrella starts like chasing after him, giving out to him, like yelling at him. And the umbrella opens up, and the umbrella becomes like bashful, like, oh my god, like his pants just fell down.
Yeah.
And I don't know if this is intentional, but Mickey's reaction is to go, huh, nuts. Which I...
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't even catch that.
That's actually good.
Yeah. And then speaking of nuts, we get the Nutcracker. And
He looks like he's like trying to squeeze out a baby with the.
yeah, he's cracking a nut
How'd you do
between
that?
his legs.
Yeah.
Basically.
Not even the correct part of the Nutcracker to do that.
He's not using the body
The-
part,
the
like the head part.
Head part.
No, he's using like the handle part to crack
Yeah,
this
which
nut.
is not what you use to crack a nut. I don't
No.
know if you guys have used one of those old-fashioned nutcrackers.
Just have the grooves in it.
I put it in
Yeah.
the.
They have the grooves in it.
No, he didn't
Inside.
use the groove part.
Yeah, he was using the part where your hands like squeeze.
So it was like,
Very nice.
like
Yeah.
put it between his thighs and like,
Yeah, put it between
Very
your thighs,
nice.
right?
cracked
I
it with
know.
his thighs.
It was weird.
Yeah. He cracks the nuts between his legs, and Mickey eats his nuts, puts them in his mouth, and he grows in size, and then he shrinks all the way down,
Yep.
and now he's like actual mouse size, I guess you would
Yeah, I
say.
guess so.
And then there's a nearby phone who begins to talk to him, and they go, hello, 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 like 50 times back and
Yeah, that was
forth.
annoying. That was stupid.
Yeah.
Hello.
Mickey says, skip it after a while.
Yeah,
I guess
because-
he's tired of this conversation. I don't know.
If you could call it a conversation.
It's just two of them going hello back and forth. But the phone decides, okay, let's skip it. So they start to play jump rope with his wire.
Mm-hmm.
And Mickey's, jumping along, and there's a nearby, like, stereo, I guess you would say. It was like
It's
an
a
old...
radio.
A radio, yeah. And it starts playing music and snapping along. And they're all dancing. They're having a good time. And...
Alex is dancing to the
Yeah.
non-music.
Yeah, so Mickey's skipping rope and there's music playing, and then he gets launched by the phone, and he then is like he lands near. What does he land near? Oh, he lands near a match.
Okay.
He lands near the match, and him and the match now start to dance. He's got like a mini top top
they
hat.
do their little tappity tap thing.
Yeah, this is like the Fred Astaire part where he's
Right.
like mimicking the dance from that, and the two of them dance. He uses the match as a cane. They go on top of a top hat and they dance up. There's a lot of dancing going on here.
Yeah,
It's
basically
not-
the whole short is
They're dancing and running.
I'm trying to find a way to make this part interesting. It's really not interesting.
He
just
was dancing.
He's just showing off his moves. And then he comes back down off the top hat, and this is the two white gloves. That's
Right.
Yeah.
kind of genie-like. I don't know if it's supposed, if they meant for it to be, but it
But
looks
then,
like a genie.
there was. I feel like there was some butt stuff in here.
There's butt stuff in every Disney short.
I know, but like he hops into one of the gloves, and the other glove
Yep.
his
Kicks him in the
butt.
butt.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and like shoots him out. It's kind of.
I didn't even like think of that.
Well, it shoots him out, and he goes crashing into
The cards,
a
right?
deck of cards.
Yeah.
And the cards come to life, and Mickey's...
Yeah, but why the cards?
Because
Well,
it's
they're
Alice
in.
Wonderland.
Well, they're in
The
Alice
hearts.
in Wonderland.
But why are they here?
well,
Because
it's just
it's
someone's
looking
house.
through
Where
the
were
looking
they?
glass. Someone's house.
Is it his house?
It is his house. It's
Yeah.
his mirror house.
Kinda.
This is just like a mind.
Mickey plays cards.
I don't have
Well,
cards.
when
Why
this-
does Mickey have cards? He's a mouse.
Well,
Just saying.
the author was on drugs when he wrote both books.
I feel like I need drugs to understand this
Fun
better.
fact: he was very very high
That
when
does
he
sound
wrote.
funny.
He was very, very high.
What kind of drugs?
Yeah, right? Like,
I
let us know.
think it was LSD,
That's the good stuff.
but I'm not sure.
The deck of cards come to life, and Mickey starts marching with them, and they do a little shuffle as they're dancing, and then they actually shuffle, and they shuffle with Mickey in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was weird.
I was
Yeah.
kind of hoping they were gonna do the whole like he was gonna be on a card, like his face.
That would have been funny, but
That's
no.
what I thought they were going for, but no, he's just like sandwiched in
Like,
between the cards,
wee!
like just getting tossed around.
It's just an orgy of cards.
And then speaking of orgy, he starts dancing with the Queen,
Oh yeah, and the
Oh,
king.
King
gets
did not like that.
and the
pissed.
Joker snitched on him too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He pointed that out.
And it was
Yeah.
funny, he was riding his own bike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Joker
Yep.
said, your girl's getting stolen over there by Mickey. And he wasn't having any of that, so
That's
he came
true.
running down.
That's true.
Well, he
And-
stole the bike from the Joker, didn't he?
He rode down on the Joker's bike. He
Yeah.
just took the bike from
He
him.
was like,
Yeah.
give me that.
And he goes to confront Mickey.
And the Queen of Hearts is just like, off with your head, bitch.
She
No.
just disappears.
She doesn't-
Yeah, she's like, oh, it wasn't me.
She's like,
I'm not getting involved.
She's just causing trouble, you know?
Yep.
She's like the girl that goes to a club and like picks a fight for her man and then
Yeah. Like
runs
runs
away.
away.
and the guy's like, shit, now I gotta
Well-
fight this guy for like
Great.
I like going to bars with Bob.
shit.
I like to get men to flirt with me, and then Bob punches them. Okay, fellas.
But
So
the
strange.
king
I wonder what they like about me. I bet it's my
Dogs.
dogs.
Yeah.
Michael's
True.
like,
You can't go through one of these without at least a few Office references.
By the time we're done, you
it's
won't have
just
to
so
watch
easy.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll just know
He's
it all.
watched some of them, right?
I watched most of them, actually. I just can't retain, like, every single joke you guys
Oh God.
You
Well,
can
maybe
stop
it's-
watching these and
Maybe you should just
watch
keep
The
watching.
Office.
Yeah.
we just have it on in the background on loop.
That's what you gotta do.
24/7.
Yeah.
That's how we know it so well.
I've been on a Glee kick, but I'm sure after that, The Office will be back in the rotation.
Yeah, I can't do Glee.
No one really
She
likes
still
it
cries
except
through
me.
it.
I
She still cries through it.
the
After
other
the
day
8th
we were
time through the
watching it,
episode.
Just, I can't
And I
do
was
it.
just like, yay! And Michael's like, you've seen this 5 times!
I just
He
can't.
was so upset.
I was. I'm like, you're crying through this, and you've seen it.
I
thought I could just pause it in between a song, but I come back and I still cry.
Aw.
Like, what the fuck?
True. But anyway, moving on.
Yeah, so
Poor Alex. so many emotions.
So many
Too
emotions.
much.
All the
I just
time.
have a lot of feelings.
I do. That girl is relatable.
Okay.
So
Anyway.
the king comes down to confront Mickey, and he slaps him once, and then he slaps him twice from his bottom half.
Yep.
The bottom half of the card.
I thought that was funny.
That was
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Was
That
that
was cool.
before or after they were like fighting?
That was before,
Before.
because now they start to fight.
Okay,
So
so now
they
they start
whip
to fight.
out
the
swords.
king. This is unfair. The king whips out a sword, and then his bottom half also whips out a sword too.
What the hell
So
is
it's
that?
a two. I guess so. Yeah.
That's like me fighting my
sword
butt.
fighting.
My
Sword
butt.
fighting.
That's like my butt cheek having a sword and me having a sword and fight. Like I don't
Yeah.
like what?
Why would it be
Specifically
a
your
butt
butt
cheek?
cheek.
Because like your bottom half.
Yeah, but it would be your front half.
It would be your vajayjay.
And being it's a king, that's why I
Well-
said, oh, it's his penis? Sword
So I
fighting?
guess it's like
It's pee-pee, Alex.
anyway. So it's like a pee-pee and a okay.
Oh, darn. I just got the reference.
But yeah, that was just weird. Why would anyone be fighting their own bottom half?
No, they're not fighting. They're fighting Mickey. It's 2 against 1.
It's a
But it
cock
looked like
fight.
they were fighting with each other.
No,
It's
they're
a-
fighting Mickey.
They're
It's
fighting Mickey.
a cockfight
Pretty
because
much.
they're fighting over a woman.
Ah.
much.
Yeah.
This was so strange.
Okay.
It looks like they were fighting each other. That's why I was confused.
No, this
was
was a 2-on-1 battle.
Yeah.
Very
so the two
unfair.
of them went against Mickey, so that's why he got the needle sword
Yeah.
situation. All right, sorry.
Yeah, the two begin battle, and Mickey eventually gets the upper hand. He sends the King of Hearts into ink.
Yeah.
There's a stamp that makes a king stamp out of it.
Yeah.
I don't know. That was kind of lame. But the king is enraged now, and he belts out, call out the cards.
Which we had to have the subtitles on for that, because like
You have to watch these with
I'm
subtitles.
like,
I only watch them with
If
subtitles.
you
Yeah,
don't
I
watch
was
these
like-
with subtitles, you have no idea
because
what's
all
going
I
on.
heard was and I'm like,
Cock and
Is that a
doodle
rooster?
doo? Is that
yeah, I'm like, what the fuck is that?
And it was
Like,
morning.
yeah. I was like, okay.
Well, the stereo understood him, because then he echoes his
Call out the cards.
He calls out
Yeah.
the cards for the king, so the stereo turned on Mickey.
Yeah.
It was like a police scanner almost.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry.
Oh, no,
I'm
go
sorry.
ahead. Let's check in with Hillary.
Hillary wrote, "Not all the cards have legs or hands."
That's not Hillary's voice.
And then, and
Yeah,
then
who's
she
this?
wrote, "Dancing with the Queen of Hearts."
That was pretty good.
What was the point of that?
Wow,
was
that was
better,
pretty
yeah.
accurate. That was pretty
You
accurate.
guys. That's all she
I just
wrote,
think of the
though.
Goonies. Hey, you guys.
So the stereo
Sorry, Hillary.
calls out the cards, and not just the deck of cards that Mickey crashed into, like 5 fucking deck of cards.
From the drawer,
from
from
the
everywhere,
drawers,
yep.
from the outside,
hell.
from
Yeah.
everywhere. They just come from everywhere.
They
This
did.
is completely
and they're
unfair.
like some of them when the fan was blowing, they like the
Yeah.
hearts and numbers were like flying
Off
off
of them,
them.
right?
Oh, I
Yeah.
think they were like stripping and they were throwing them at him.
Oh, maybe.
Oh, they were doing that. They were using them as weapons at first.
Oh,
Yeah, so
okay.
they all chase after Mickey.
Yeah.
And Mickey battles them with like a pen, and that didn't do anything. He's shooting ink at them.
Right.
But then he starts running away a little more, and they're like ripping.
The spades, the
They're
clubs.
like ripping them off their bodies and
Yeah,
just hurling
just
them at
chucking
Mickey.
it at
Wow,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's really aggressive.
So Mickey then gets away by turning on a fan, and the cards just blow all away.
Yep.
And
My question is, why wasn't the fan alive too?
yes, only some things were alive.
Yeah, I don't know.
No consistency.
It's
here.
kind of the same question with Beauty and the Beast.
I was gonna say
why
that,
not
yeah.
all of the furniture's alive?
Yeah.
Like,
They're dead servants in
Or why is
the beast
Goofy
rage.
why is Goofy a dog that can talk and Pluto's a dog who can't talk?
Yup.
no.
I mean, you see in Beauty and the Beast
That
with
one
the
really
West Wing with
bothers
all the
me.
broken furniture.
Yeah.
It makes you think, were they previous servants?
Yeah, were they alive or like what's the deal?
Now they're dead. So how come when they get back, then when they
They
turn
might
back to
be
their
de- it
regular
might be
There's
a
just
pile
a
of
bunch
dead
of
bodies.
dead bodies just chilling in the West Wing.
Yeah, but then how come when they get when the curse is broken, they are humans again?
No, that's people that are alive. We're talking
Isn't
about
that
the
what
dead
you're
ones in the
saying?
West Wing.
No, he's
The broken
yeah.
furniture.
Okay.
Because he gets mad and breaks shit.
Yeah.
Like torsos coming back to
Imagine.
life.
I'm okay, guys.
Please put me
Oh,
back.
fuck!
Please
They
put
come
me
back
back.
alive, and they're alive like a chicken
This
without
is
a head
what-
for like
this is-
30 seconds. They see their bodies. Oh, fuck! That's my leg.
Yeah.
This is much worse.
This is like when Stewie makes clones.
Yeah.
It's like
Bitch Stewie.
yeah, bitch Stewie.
No, but I hit it with a rock.
Did you watch my card? No, but I hit it with a rock.
The phone's a snitch.
Mhm.
He
Yeah,
called
that
the
phone's
police.
up.
He said police.
Yeah, like what the fuck are the police gonna do?
I don't know, but he was calling the police on
Like
Mickey.
that's Mickey's fucking house.
Yeah, right.
What's he gonna do?
Yeah, we have this
Dive
rat
up the
that lives
popo?
here.
Like,
He's battling all these
we have this
cards.
rat that lives here. Like,
The King of Hearts is mad at
Yeah,
I
right.
don't get it. Like,
Yeah.
all right though.
But Mickey's still running away. He's running away on a globe, and he falls into the globe because I guess
Into
it's
the
like
water,
body
right?
of
Yeah,
water.
and then Poseidon just comes out and is like, "Fuck
Bro,
you."
this was like the least flattering Poseidon I've
Yeah.
ever seen.
Yeah,
He was like fat and pouchy
and
and
he
just
didn't he have like body
warts.
hair everywhere?
Yeah,
he was
ugly.
gross.
So he goes through the mirror, and he hears his alarm clock ringing. It sounded like the phone ringing.
Yeah.
And
Right,
then we
right.
find out that it's the alarm
Yep.
ringing. So he jumps back into his sleeping body, his real body, I guess you would call it. And real life Mickey wakes up
And he picks up the alarm clock
because
and
he thinks it's a phone.
he's like, "Hello, hello," but then he just throws it in a drawer and goes back to sleep.
Yeah, he doesn't even
In
shut
what-
the alarm off.
in
It's
what
still gonna
reality-
ring.
Yeah, in what reality does anyone ever get to do that?
I guess they didn't have snooze button back then.
I guess
Yeah.
not. Like,
Man.
think so?
So that whole thing lasted throughout the night?
That sucks.
Yeah. Didn't feel like it. Only felt like 9 minutes.
Yeah, no more than 10 minutes.
9:47 at most.
Not including credits.
Maybe.
It's ridiculous.
Maybe 7 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, it was okay. That one wasn't my favorite, but
I liked it.
It wasn't
only because
bad.
of the references.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
You could relate to it.
Yeah, I thought it was like cool. It's nice to see Mickey be likable for once, and not just a complete asshole.
Right.
But
except he's a Mr. Steal Your Girl in this one.
yeah, well, you know,
I mean, he was just having fun.
he didn't know that she was with somebody. I mean, she's a
He
queen.
owns the cards.
They are his cards.
He should know.
Yeah. Where's the ace? No ace. Mickey's the ace, maybe.
Maybe.
Ooh.
But yeah, so that was that one. I don't know. I kind of liked it because it's like you could definitely see like Alice in Wonderland kind of feel to it, and it's kind of cute. But not the best one we've done.
But it wasn't the worst either.
No,
I think
there
that's
were
true.
By
worse
far.
ones.
Way worse.
Nope.
We've seen way worse, I feel.
No,
Yeah.
no pigs. So that's
Damn it.
That's kind of
Those freaking pigs.
well, we'll get to them in a little bit. Next up was Mickey's Rival.
Ooh, this one got me.
Yeah. Can we just, before we start anything,
Go ahead.
Hillary's note is, this guy is rude.
That's
I like
true.
that.
Wait a sec. Can
That's
we just...
also
I'm
true.
assuming... You know what, Dan? Let's just start. Maybe your notes will clear some things up for me because...
Maybe? I
You
don't
know, I'm usually a little late to the party, so... let's just see.
Mickey Mouse short number 84. This is the debut of Mortimer Mouse, who's this. What did Hillary call him?
Rude.
Rude character.
Rude.
He's arrogant. He's kind of also charismatic as well.
He's not charismatic at all.
Well, Minnie liked him, so.
Well, she's an idiot.
Hey there, Toots.
He wasn't even good looking.
No, he was creepy looking.
I thought he was a rat.
They were trying to
looked
make
like a
him
rat.
tall,
Yeah.
dark, and handsome.
Do you
type
want
of
him to
deal.
look like a
He's
car
so much
salesman to
bigger
me.
than
That's what he
Mickey and
reminded me
Minnie
of.
who are mice. Is he a rat?
Do you want to guess who he was designed to resemble?
Rat again.
No.
Oh, wait. Wait, did
Mickey?
you tell me this?
I don't know, did I?
Is it Walt Disney?
He was designed to resemble Walt Disney.
You didn't
which,
tell me that.
That
I
makes
just
sense.
guessed.
I could see a resemblance. Someone pull up Walt. I got Mortimer.
I don't know. If this was designed to resemble Walt Disney, that's not very flattering. Because
Sorry, Walt.
Yeah.
Okay, I got him.
Hold on, let me get Walt.
Let me see.
Unfortunately, you guys don't have eyes on us, but
You could do your own research. This is a disclaimer.
side by side on. We went to
Yeah.
Disney Instagram.
We'll put it side by
Oh,
side.
yeah.
Make note of that over there.
Dude, what are you kidding? They're identical twins.
I know.
You know, now that you put them side by side,
Jesus Christ.
I can kind of see it.
God.
Yeah.
When I read that, I was like, "There's no way this is supposed to be Walt." But now that I'm looking at it,
Yeah.
It's offensive, but it's
It
accurate.
is. It is.
Wow.
It is Walt. Oh my god.
Oh no.
I didn't know
I'm
that,
upset about it.
who did
Oh
he?
wait. This one's better.
Oh,
wow.
I'm upset about it.
Sorry, Walt, but
Make note of that.
That's bad.
Oh
Yeah, for Instagram.
no.
This is like the only short that he appears in.
Okay.
From here on out, it's like he appears in a bunch of comics from Disney. He only has like 2 brief appearances in films, like Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas and did like a House of Mouse. He shows up in the background, like that kind of stuff. But he's not really like he's called Mickey's rival in this, but he really doesn't show up a whole lot. So
And you know what? I don't know. We'll get to it afterwards. I'll do this point later.
we'll remember it.
I will.
The name Mortimer Mouse might sound familiar. It's because that was Mickey's original name that they were going to go with.
That's
I
what Michael
thought so, and I
said.
looked it
Yeah.
up today,
He kept
and I was
saying
like,
that.
his name is Mortimer.
Yeah.
But when I looked it up today, it says his name is Michael.
Michael.
Mickey
Yeah.
Mouse's name is Michael.
I never
He's Michael Mouse.
read that.
Yeah.
Michael Mickey Mouse.
Like
That's
When
kinda
I was like,
weird.
Look it up.
You
Look it up real
are
quick again.
Mickey.
Is that the equivalent of like Charles E. Cheese?
Just write Mickey Mouse.
I
Chuck
don't
E.
know.
Cheese.
That's so weird.
I looked it up today. I was like,
I tried to look it
what?
up too, and I was like, I thought Mickey's name was Mortimer.
Yep,
But
that's what I
it's-
thought.
I guess not.
Michael
Mort-
Theodore Mouse.
Wow.
Yeah.
Full name.
Do you think anyone knows that? Because I never knew
This
that.
seems like when he said that, I was like,
I was like, his name is Michael.
I wonder why
it's
Theodore.
from Wikipedia. You think that's accurate? Mickey Mouse is a cartoon character created in blah blah blah. Where's the part about his
I got
name?
news for you. If Wikipedia's not accurate, then I've been saying a bunch of shit.
I mean, I trust it, but now I
I
can't
mean-
find it on here.
But I do remember
But yeah,
what
that's
was Mortimer.
You know why he's not?
No.
Or who suggested not to name him Mortimer?
Who?
It was Disney's wife.
Yeah, she didn't
And
like
why not?
She
Because
said...
she's
Go
oh,
ahead.
That
No,
name's
go ahead.
awful.
well, I don't know verbatim, but I think she said that like people wouldn't like it, and he sounded like not a relatable guy or whatever,
They-
and Mickey just sounded like friendlier or something.
Yeah, she said that the name Mortimer Mouse sounded like too depressing.
Yeah.
And I kind of
I
agree
hear
with
it.
her on
Yeah,
that
I
one.
can feel that.
I just can't imagine like the mascot of Disney being Mortimer Mouse.
Yeah, like,
it sounds like Morticia.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking.
Or like
death.
Morticia.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I could see why,
It says here that over the years, the name Mortimer Mouse was given to several different characters in the Mickey Mouse universe. So not just this guy, but
Okay.
Minnie's an uncle of Minnie's, this Mortimer, and one of Mickey's nephews, who they named Morty.
Ah,
Morty Mouse.
Morty Mouse.
What's the attachment with that freaky name?
I don't know.
I don't know.
He just
Is
really
there a
resented.
meaning to Mortimer?
Have you ever met a Mortimer?
No. Is
I hope I
there,
never
is
do.
there a meaning to that name though? Like,
I don't know.
The name
Sounds
Mortimer is a boy's name of English origin, meaning Dead Sea.
Dead Sea.
Dead Sea Mouse. Hey, Dead Mouse.
That's
No.
good. I like it.
I don't like it.
Shout out to Dead Mouse.
Oh my god.
Seems to
Yeah,
be
but-
in
that.
yeah. Yeah, it's released on June 20th, 1936, rated TVG with a runtime of 9 minutes and 31 seconds.
Oh, one day short.
What? Oh, yeah, look at that. We're almost on the, do quick math, the 85th anniversary of this short tomorrow.
Wow.
Wow.
85 years ago this short came out.
Wow.
It's directed by Wilfred Jackson, animated by Les Clark, Clyde Geronimi. I don't know why I write these names down. I can never pronounce them.
I don't know.
Dick Humor is back.
Oh, yay, Dick.
Leonard Sebring, Johnny Cannon, Paul Allen, Bob Wickersham, and Cy Young. Voice work by Walt Disney, Marcel Garner, and Sonny Dawson. We open up with Minnie Mouse preparing a little picnic for her and Mickey. The two of them are humming and whistling, along with the birds in the background. And then a really fast, really obnoxious car goes speeding through and just completely fucks up their whole picnic.
I mean, this guy is rude.
He's rude right from the start.
He is.
He's a typical asshole on the road with his car.
Yeah, Walt. Oh, I mean Mortimer.
Mortimer.
Alright, Morty.
It's Mortimer Mouse, and he slams on the brakes when he sees Minnie Mouse. I guess he knows him prior. I don't know. He throws the car in reverse, and he just, completely destroys Mickey's car.
Yeah.
He just backs up in this thing, and it, accordions up, and it's just...
Poor
I
Mickey's
thought
car.
dead,
That's so sad.
Yeah, it just gets crushed. So, Mortimer is...
Minnie's ex?
I guess... I was going to say repulsive, but yeah, he's also Minnie's ex.
Hillary wrote, What went on between Minnie and Mortimer? Why does Minnie let him hang around?
Yeah. Well, he said my old sweetie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So were they an
I think
item?
they dated.
Did they
dated.
yeah.
Yeah, Minnie was pretty smitten with him. And
Which, okay, but, he's your ex and you're now with Mickey, so, why are you still...
But I don't think they're together.
Who's
Who?
together?
Mickey and Minnie.
Oh.
It's at the end, he says,
they're on a
let's
date.
shake.
I think they were definitely together.
I look like they're on a little picnic date
I thought
here.
shake was like a...
Shake on it? Like,
Let's shake.
Like-
what, they don't ever kiss?
Minnie's thrilled to see him. He just completely forgets about who she's there with. And
Literally.
Mickey cleans himself up because he got smashed in the face with a pie and food just
And
got
he's all
everywhere.
mad, and I don't blame him.
I don't blame him either.
He's like, dude, I'm on a date. I'm
Right.
trying to make the move you a cock
He's
block.
clearly,
I actually fell for Mickey.
yeah, he's
I did
getting
too.
pie all off his face,
Mhm.
and Minnie's just...
He got cream pie.
He got cream pie right in his face. And Minnie's just there.
Michael's totally sick of my shit.
He's
I
like,
No butt stuff, but cream pies are
I
allowed.
think Michael hears me say things and is shocked by my potty mouth.
No, I'm not anymore.
Yeah,
do you think that's true, Michael?
Occasionally.
Sorry, Michael.
It was good. That was good.
Mickey gets smashed in the face with pie, and he cleans off his face, and he sees that Minnie is just moved on.
Yeah.
Mortimer's here, and that's all she cares about.
Yeah.
She thinks he's the freaking bee's knees feeding him
Like-
potatoes.
Hillary,
Minnie,
Hillary also wrote, I don't remember exactly who says this or when, but Minnie says this about Mortimer. Isn't he a perfect scream? And she wrote, what does a perfect scream even mean? And Dan asked this too.
Yeah.
Because it means when you say oh, isn't he a scream? It's funny and charismatic and a great person to be around.
I guess so.
That's what it means. I'm
You're-
telling you.
You're always safe with me. I'm a very loud screamer.
Yeah, right.
What I think when she refers to it as a perfect scream is how fucking loud he laughs when he laughs.
Yeah.
He's like belly aching and just like screaming in laughter.
Yeah.
Like they
He
might
was
as well have just said that
obnoxious.
in the subtitles. Screams and laughter.
Yeah,
Or laughs and screams.
Laugh,
He
scream.
was, he was obnoxious.
Yeah.
I did not like him.
I did not like him either. I want to step on him with my feet. I just wanted to stomp him right out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sick of him, rat boy.
So,
Rat boy.
boy.
Right, boy.
So Minnie introduces Mortimer to Mickey as if he wants to meet him, but Mortimer just starts like playing tricks on Mickey like right off the bat. He starts.
You want your button?
Yeah, he starts pulling on the buttons,
Yeah!
pulling them off, and when Mickey tries to do the same back to Mortimer, it like shocks him.
It's a,
Yeah.
it's
Like-
a fake
Yeah.
button.
Who has
Mortimer.
Like, who has that set up that like your buttons will cause electric shock? Who does that?
I
He's a
don't know.
clown.
Freak.
He's just getting a big joy out of this. He's laughing.
Yeah,
his
he
ass
thinks
I
it's
thought it was
so
funny,
funny. I felt bad for Mickey for once.
I did
Yeah.
too. And I think Minnie was kind of being like a little hoe.
Oh yeah, well she was loving it. She
Yeah.
was loving that
She-
they were fighting over her.
yeah,
Yeah.
like Angela.
That little
I will.
hoe.
I will respect the outcome of
Of
the
the
duel.
duel.
The tool. Yeah. Back at the car wreck, Mickey's car is not dead. It starts to pull himself together.
No, but to be clear though, we didn't clarify this. The car is like alive.
Yeah,
Like it has a face and everything.
both their cars.
They're living
Yeah.
vehicles.
So they're not like just random like they have personalities.
They don't need to be driven.
Yeah.
Basically, they can drive themselves.
Yep.
Right.
So this car's like pissed. This car's like, yo, who the fuck you
Who
think
just
you
rams
are?
me into this
And
tree?
like, and Mortimer's car's like a big convertible thing, right? It's like one of those.
It's like one of those long.
Yeah,
It's like
fancy.
it's like a Cadillac almost.
Yeah, it's a typical like long, fancy like sports car you see in cartoons, but they never actually make cars like this. It's just like one
It looks
single.
like a Cadillac.
Well, no, it's not a Cadillac though, because it's like it's the seat, no trunk, and then just a really long
yeah.
nose to the car, I guess you would say. But he goes to confront Mortimer's car, and Mortimer's car honks at him, and he just runs away.
Coward.
Yeah, like the coward that he is. And then back at the picnic, Mortimer, Mickey, and Minnie, they're sharing a picnic meal together because these two are on a date, and Mortimer crashed it, and Minnie said, "Yeah, let's make it a three-way." So you notice?
Typical Saturday.
Yeah. She's got two shots now.
Oh my god.
So yeah, they sit down for the picnic. Do you notice that in all these shorts, they're always eating a giant fucking turkey?
No.
They were
What's
eating-
with that?
They're
The
on
turkey
a
legs.
picnic.
Mhm.
Have you ever
I've
you
never
ever?
been on a picnic
But
ever.
would you ever eat a full turkey at a picnic?
No.
Seems
I would
really
need a
weird.
full turkey on Thanksgiving.
No.
I mean, I would.
I can't
She's
relate.
not a
I
turkey
can't
fan.
relate to that.
Oh, I love turkey. It's my
Do you
favorite.
think
I
all
like
those
turkeys.
turkeys? Do you think Walt Disney just loved turkeys? Like they have those legs.
Big turkey fiend.
Yeah. Who the hell wants a turkey leg at an amusement park? But there you
Yeah,
have
some-
it.
Those things are
do.
nasty.
Yeah.
Yo, so many people eat those.
I don't get it.
I would never eat it.
I don't
I
food.
don't
I don't food
understand.
shame, but like I don't get it.
It's just really hot.
Never had it.
It's
Yeah.
really hot.
Would you eat it though? Michael,
try
I would
it.
see Michael eat that.
So like, my family has like a tradition, cause
Where do they sell them? There.
Oh, you get them in Frontierland.
or Tomorrowland. I think.
Tomorrowland too.
Um,
The one I know is in Frontierland, like right by Country Bear.
Yeah. We one year just like we were like, why the fuck is everybody eating these goddamn big ass hot turkey legs on this hot August day? Anyway, or July day. So
Fair.
we bought one and we all like took a bite and we have like pictures of us like all taking a bite out of one turkey leg and it became like this thing and it's like a joke.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't get it because it's very stringy and salty.
I don't like anything on a bone or
Yeah.
cob, corn specifically.
I remember the first time I went with you guys to Disney, I did that. It was like a rite of passage.
It's your Facebook profile picture, I
Still
think.
to this day,
Yeah.
It is.
I've never done
That's
that
all I was
before.
gonna say. You hate it, but I was like, wait, I've seen you eat it somewhere.
Wait, so
10
while
years
Dan
running.
was getting this turkey leg, like
Yeah.
his first trip, like
Uh.
rite of passage turkey leg, was everyone in the background like?
No, I knew biting into this thing was going to be disgusting, and I was right. It was disgusting, and I took one bite out of it, and that was
You were like,
enough.
this is a
and
mistake. Yeah.
then I threw it out,
Yep.
and it's a waste of food, and I realized that. But
Yeah, but you know what? I feel like a lot of stuff at Disney is like that exactly. Like you need to get it. Like it's your first time trying it, or like you've never tried it, you want to try it.
Yeah.
For me, it's Dole Whip. Specifically
I
the.
love Dole Whip.
So now I try to force myself to like it by getting the swirled one, you know? So I'm trying, maybe one day I'll like it. I want to like it so bad.
Yeah.
But, like, there's just those things at Disney that you have to give it the old try, you know?
like
Yep.
your rite of passage couldn't have been like a Mickey pretzel.
No,
I would've-
I didn't even know those existed back then.
Mickey pretzels?
Yeah, I like didn't grow up eating them.
Oh, that's.
I didn't know about them
good.
until Hillary like basically told me she
So
ate them
good.
her whole
So
trip.
good.
You
Yeah.
need to get them with the cheese.
Oh yeah, of course.
Can't have it
Of
without the
course,
cheese.
of course, of course.
Even though the cheese if you think about it too long, you're like, ew.
Oh, it's probably
Is
Why
it
am I eating this
cheese?
cheese that's been sitting in the hot sun for
And it's-
probably like a month?
Yeah, and it's like, and it's not real.
Yeah, and it's like fake cheese.
Cheese.
But
I remember
Substance.
one time. I think for a little while, one year they got rid of it because
the
Disney-
cheese.
Yeah, because Disney went on like a health thing, and they were like, "Well, this isn't real cheese, and we can't serve this." And they like served something else, and people like lost
their
their minds.
Mhm.
Wow.
It was a mess, but they brought it back. So
As
Thank
it
God
should.
that they did.
Yep.
Because a Disney trip is not complete without it, I feel.
yeah,
I
now
agree.
I need a
You know
pretzel.
those turkey legs at Disney are really, really unhealthy.
I'm sure they
I'm
are.
shocked.
Holy!
They have so much salt.
Did you look
I
up-
was looking up information like why it came about,
Yeah.
Hit me with it. Go
but
ahead.
I don't know why it came about. I just see nutritional facts.
Go
What are
ahead.
they?
Tell me.
One leg is 1,093 calories.
Oh no.
I feel
That's
like
my
the pretzels
calories
are
for the
more,
day.
though.
54
if I'm
grams of
dieting.
fat,
Oh, with the
15
cheese, maybe.
grams of saturated fat, and 5,284 milligrams of sodium.
Oh,
Oh
shit!
my
So basically,
God.
your
That,
blood
that would
pressure
make my
just
blood
go-
pressure high.
Holy shit.
Are you sure no one
Wow.
force fed me a turkey leg? And that's why I'm having issues.
That's so
Yeah, really.
Anyway.
Oh, man.
In the distance is a bull.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the bull. Don't start me with the bull.
Bull. You
The
got
bull-
something you want to say
the
about this bull?
bulldozer?
Yeah, I didn't know. Do you think, and again, maybe I'm just, as always, late to the game here, when Mickey was like, whatever he was doing with
Toto.
the bull, he was saying, here, bully, bully. Do you think that's why they call bullies bullies?
Is he the bully?
Because bulls are like,
Mean.
mean and like aggressive, and like a bully is like mean and aggressive. Like,
I don't
You
know.
take it too deep.
You
Okay,
know,
I
I
never
never
heard
gave
that.
that
That's pretty
thought
good.
until now.
because I had never heard anyone refer to a bull as like bully, bully,
bully.
and then I was like, bully.
Bully!
But anyway.
Fuck it, I'll accept it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but in reality, the conquistadors are the real bullies.
They are.
True.
Yeah.
They're the one antagonizing, right?
Yep.
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 Anyway, go ahead.
I taught Dan about the color with the thing too. By the way.
Tell everyone.
Well, no, because he was like.
Oh, why
Oh.
they use red?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's not because the color red angers them. It's because it hides the blood.
Mm.
So, which is
So
pretty
the color
morbid
has
and
nothing
mean.
to do with.
It could be literally any color. It's
Really?
just the movement that like angers them.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, because in here when the car wiggled his taillight,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's from the movement of the taillight?
Well, I mean, like in real life, it's the movement, but in the cartoon, I'm sure they meant it to look like the color. But no,
Yeah, I
they
always
use it.
just thought-
But the color red doesn't actually do much for them. It's literally just to hide the blood when there's like
That is
injuries.
really cool.
Yeah, when there's injuries.
I like that.
Well.
I'm glad I know that now.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have to hide stupidity, you know?
Yeah.
Play,
Just leave the bulls alone. That's
Play
all.
I know. Like, why? Why we
Yeah.
gotta be? Why do we?
play
why we
stupid
gotta do
games, get
this?
stupid prizes.
Yep.
Mhm.
So, in the distance, there's a bull, and he's threatening to charge at them.
Yep.
And Mortimer attempts to take on the bull. He grabs a red picnic blanket, and he does like a little salsa dance with it, you know, getting in the mood, and
bull.
tempting the bull. Yeah. So he waves a red blanket at him, but he's standing behind like a wood fence. So the bull sees the blanket waving, and he charges at him, but he hits his head on the wood fence because animal abuse in Disney films is just
Funny.
I know,
right
they
up
just
their
love
alley. Yeah.
that.
Yep.
Minnie is really impressed with Mortimer's bravery.
I know,
He-
right?
she's
He
like-
wasn't even doing. The bull was running into the fence.
Yep.
Yeah.
I know.
Mickey's
What
not.
is impressive about
She's
Mortimer
like,
in that?
She's like, look, Mickey, look, he's so
Mhm.
brave, and Mickey's like,
Yep.
Well, Mickey's not impressed, so he storms off. And he goes to like sulk with his car.
yeah,
The two of them are like pouting.
Yeah, they are.
Because they've both been bested by Mortimer and his car. The bull keeps trying to spear Mortimer, but he continues to miss. He's just falling for the same thing over and over and over again. And Mortimer just loves it. He's amused
poor
by
bull.
it. Yeah.
Just
He,
living his life.
but then Mortimer dances a little too far to the left, and he's standing right in front of the open gate.
Yep.
He got
So,
what was coming to him.
yeah, realizing that he done fucked up
Sort
now,
of. He ran away.
the bull begins to charge at Mortimer, and he's just gone. He just
Jesus, fuck this!
he just hightails it out of there. He gets in his car. The two of them just speed off, and that's it.
Yep.
That's the end of him. That's
Yeah,
all we
yep.
see of him in this short. He's gone.
So shitty.
But the bull is loose now, and he's starting to charge at Minnie. Mickey sees this, and he begins to chase after the bull to stop him, and he eventually does so by grabbing onto his tail, causing the bull to like fall on top of him, basically.
Yeah.
Which was nice of Mickey, really, because Minnie was paying all this attention to Mortimer, like F
Yeah.
Mickey.
He could have been like, "You're on your own, bitch."
Yeah, like let the bull get
No.
you, you
Yeah.
know.
He
But
could've.
he tried to save the
Yeah.
day.
He did.
Eventually, Mickey gets free underneath the bull, and the bull charges at the two of them. And they narrowly escape by climbing up a tree, which, again, the bull slams his head into the tree. And on the ground, he's starting to play like Toro with the bull. But he's not as good as Mortimer because he gets all tangled up in the blanket and he's screwed. All tangled up in the blanket, he manages to narrowly dodge the bull. Finally, he's saved by his car.
Yep.
The car shoves the bull as it's like charging at Mickey at the last second. And now the bull turned its attention to the car. And the two of them chase each other around. The car, keeps dodging the bull. They go around and around and around. And what does he do? He stops the bull by like spinning his tires in the mud, splashing him in the face.
Yeah, I forget exactly.
Yeah.
But something like that.
And then with the bull distracted, Mickey's car chases a falling Mickey and Minnie from the tree.
Mm-hmm.
He catches them, and the two of them, he does donuts around the bull at first.
Create
creating,
smoke.
Yeah, a smoke screen for them to hightail it out of there.
Yeah.
And when they do, the bull is left alone, and he has no idea where anyone is. His day's all fucked up, because of Mortimer, and everybody's just gone like nothing ever happened. And then finally, the last shot, they cut to the road. Mickey and Minnie are driving off, and Mickey asks Minnie if she still thinks Mortimer is funny, and Minnie says no. And they have a handshake.
So
I think that's weird.
And that's just the end of it.
I thought that it was very weird, and I
Shake!
didn't.
What the
I
fuck?
didn't like it.
Says, you still find him funny? No. Okay, let's
Shake
shake
on
on
it.
it.
Didn't like Mortimer.
Mortimer's a dick.
Thought Minnie was a bitch, not gonna lie.
Yep.
That bull antagonizing that poor bull for no reason, really.
But she was like, she told Mickey that she's just jealous of him. too,
Well, he
throughout it.
was.
I
He
mean,
was, but also
She
like,
was giving him the reason to be.
yeah, like he wouldn't have been jealous if Mortimer just minded his own goddamn business and Minnie
Right.
wasn't
and
such
left.
a bitch.
Yeah, he dipped out.
Yeah, he
First
was
sign
like,
of trouble, he's like,
skirt,
bye.
skirt.
Yeah, exactly.
I wonder if that's what happened. If that's how they broke up the first time.
Like a bull
He just
fight.
Yeah.
left her.
He just left.
He just left her in danger of another animal,
Yep.
like in a shark tank or
And
something.
she was like, oh shit.
All right, third one is Toby Tortoise returns. I like this one better. Than the other ones.
Toby.
I know you weren't a big fan.
Hillary
of
did not take any notes on the next two.
I think
Well,
she only got up to the first two.
Yeah.
So that's it
But
for Hillary.
also, no, I don't like these. I don't like the hair and
The only thing I thought was cool about this one is that it's like cameo galore. There's like a million people from other
that's
shorts
true.
in this one.
There are.
So it's the 61st Silly Symphony. It is a sequel to the previous one that we did, The Tortoise and the Hare. We see the return of Max Hare and Toby Tortoise, but we also get a bunch of cameos, like I mentioned, from other characters that appear in other Silly Symphonies and shorts as well.
Yep.
And we'll obviously point them out as we go. It's released on August 22nd, 1936, rated TV-Y7 with a runtime of 7 minutes and 36 seconds. Directed again by Wilfred Jackson, animated by Ward Kimbrell, Robert Stokes, Dick Lundry, Dick Humor, Roland Hamilton, double
Both
dicks.
dicks.
Double dicks.
Dicks
Roland
word.
Hamilton, Milt Kahl, Isadora Klein, and Marvin Woodward. Voice work by Eddie Holden, Ned Norton, and Marth Wentworth. No Disney in this one.
His name is Marth.
Marth.
Nice.
I don't know. I didn't name it.
Okay.
All right, so we open up and it's Boxing Day and there's a big match going on. Everybody in the crowd's getting ready and the referee's standing in the middle of the ring and it's like Droopy Dog.
Yeah.
He looked exactly like Droopy. And this is before Droopy Dog.
Yep.
So I think Droopy Dog comes around like 1943 or something like that. So first up we have champion who's Max Hare and
Why was he the champion? Because if we remember correctly, or is it just with
Different sport.
Okay.
this is just
So who did he beat before this?
I don't know, but
No, I thought he beat what's his face in the last thing they did competed in,
Yeah, the race.
but it wasn't the same
Right.
activity.
But I'm
I
saying
guess.
like who did the hair beat in
Right.
boxing? This is
Boxing.
boxing.
Oh,
right?
last time.
Yeah.
I don't know, but the challenger is Toby Tortoise, and I guess this is a whole separate thing because nobody in this crowd clearly was at this race because they all just laughed at him when he was introduced, and
Yeah.
They did.
They just
Yeah, it was
didn't
so
learn
mean.
anything from the last
Every
time.
time, I always am like, that's so fucking rude, honestly.
Yeah.
And why would you put that on TV for kids to see, or wherever these videos were? Like, I don't know, let's just make fun of the tortoise. Let's make fun of the old person. Let's make fun of the weak person.
because he
No.
ultimately gets his comeuppance.
I
Yeah,
guess, but still, it's
mean
just
to
like
make
mean.
fun of them.
Yeah, like I feel like now, at least on TV, there's like, I mean, there's always like mean stuff, you know?
Yeah.
But like something like that, I feel like you wouldn't probably see because it's like shitty. You shouldn't do things like that.
Yep.
You don't make fun of the odd one out.
Yep.
You know,
I guess I feel like it's okay because by the end,
he makes like a
The damage is still
triumphant,
done.
Yeah, we
what's
don't
the word?
realize that yet.
Yeah.
We don't care about mental health in these
Back in
cartoons.
1930, whatever.
Yeah, no.
They didn't care about that.
At ringside is Jenny, who is like a hot bird, I guess.
Call girl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when I was looking at her,
Okay.
I was like, ooh.
So,
Yeah.
Is
this
she
is
a stripper? Is she a
she's
prostitute?
flirtatious. Her name is Jenny Wren, and she's a reoccurring character in the Silly Symphonies.
But we
But
haven't
we
seen her
haven't
yet,
seen her.
right?
But we
Yeah.
wouldn't know that because she's in a Silly Symphony called "Who Killed Cock Robin."
Oh, like Who Killed Roger Rabbit?
I don't
Oh,
know.
is she supposed to be like a Jessica Rabbit type?
I haven't really
I
thought
don't
about
know.
that, but maybe.
Maybe.
It's kind of similar.
I mean, no, wait. Is that her name? Is that who I'm thinking of? The girl with
Yeah.
the...
Yeah,
Okay.
Jessica Rabbit. She's often flirtatious, like we see in this
Yeah.
short. But her one true boyfriend is Cock Robin. That's his name.
Okay.
He's a Robin. His first name is Cock.
Alrighty.
But also in the crowd, oh yeah, the bulldog's name is Dirty Bill, which is a very
Dirty Bill!
which is a very bulldog.
That's
name,
Yeah,
Dirty
really.
Bill.
funny.
Yeah, he's from another Silly Symphony. I'm gonna have to go back on this. He's from another Silly Symphony called The Robber Kitten. I don't know anything about it because we haven't seen it, so why should I bother looking it up? But also in the crowd is Donald, Goofy, and the Big Bad Wolf.
Yeah.
The Big Bad Wolf is actually next to Dirty
Yeah.
Bill.
Well, there's others.
There's others, they come up later.
Oh, okay,
Actually,
sorry.
one comes up right now. Practical Pig.
Yeah.
He's the one ringside, and he's ringing the bell to start the
Yeah.
match. So he
We're
rings...
stupid Tweedledee and
Oh, they're
Tweedledum
there.
brothers.
Yeah, they come up later. Trust me. Yeah, so he rings the bell to start the match, and the two meet in the center of the ring to square up. Max here starts toying with Toby, like dashing behind him and lightly bopping him on the head and getting the crowd to laugh and everything. He even offers a free shot for Toby to hit him in the chin, but he moves out of the way when he tries, so he's a liar on top of that.
Rude.
Dick.
You see who's ringside?
The 3 underage bunnies.
The little underage bunnies are back, baby.
This
They're-
fucking pedo.
they're
I
the-
can't.
He lost last one. They're still here to cheer him on. I don't know why. Fucking loser.
How'd they even get in?
Who's supervising these bunnies?
I want to know.
They're just running around reckless, I guess.
They are.
Yeah.
Where's
So-
your mama?
He's taunting for the bunnies. He's jabbing, sticking Toby, very easily.
And they're like real assholes because they're like buying into it.
Oh, they love it. Outside the ring, there's an ambulance with 2 other bunnies manning it.
Now?
Yeah, that's what they say. They're getting ready. They know this fight's going to end soon. They're asking Max if it's ready to end now, but Max isn't ready for it to end yet. He's going to impress these bunnies a little bit more. He starts boxing Toby with his butt to show up with the
Yeah,
girls.
which I thought was weird.
He
That
puts a
was-
boxing
yeah.
glove on his butt and he just beats him up
Starts
with
wiggling
his
his ass.
Yeah.
Like twerking in his face, just punching him in his face with his ass.
Well, it was working because he sends Toby flying out of the ring and he lands in Jenny's lap.
Yeah.
And what does she
goes,
say,
Like
Victoria?
him,
I like a man who takes his time.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah,
whoa.
but he got all excited. He's like,
yeah.
yeah.
He's like, oh, you watch this then.
Yeah, like I was like getting
Yeah.
a little uncomfy.
No,
Yeah.
Toby's ready to go. His
And then when she started calling him Toby Woby,
Toby
Yeah.
Woby.
I was like-
Wobie.
Toby Welby.
I was like, I don't want to
That's-
watch this
wow.
anymore. I hate this.
Well, Toby Woby's ready
What
to
you
go.
doing, Toby Welby?
His juices are going, his hormones are going. He's ready
Yeah.
to fight.
Like-
He revs up, he charges back in the ring, but he misses. Again, he slams his head right into the ring posts, and the referee, Droopy Dog, starts counting. And he starts, hallucinating. And he sees, a bunch of Jennies,
Oh, yeah.
in, I don't know, Aladdin, Arabian, costume,
Yeah.
tending to him.
Yeah, it was so weird,
Yeah.
honestly.
He starts hallucinating, but then he starts to come back to it
He
because
goes
he hears
into,
the...
what is that called? Like a harem?
Yeah, kind of.
A harem den or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he finally starts coming back to his senses. He hears the ref counting to 7, 8, 9, and just
Ding.
before he hits 10, the bell rings, saving Toby, and the match continues.
Yep.
So Max here alerts the ambulance workers in the corner that now he's about to end this round. He tells them to come down the ringside. The bell rings.
Yeah, this guy's gonna need an ambulance.
Yeah. I'm gonna kick the shit out of this guy. The bell rings and Max turns himself into a tornado, and he starts throwing fists at Toby, and they miss though because Toby hides in his shell.
Like a smarty.
Yeah, he figured this out after getting his ass kicked in the first round. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna hide in my shell. And he's mocking him from inside the shell. He opens up his shell and he tells him, go away. And closes it.
Go away.
So Max reaches into Toby's shell, and he's got a mouse trap in
Yeah.
there,
Yep.
and it clamps on his hand. So he backs away in pain. Then he gets the idea he's going to dump a bunch of water to like try to drown
They
him.
yelled at him. Yeah, drown him out.
Yeah, you hear that from there's like a guy from the crowd like, drown him.
It's like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Is this boxing?
I know. They're having a good time out there. So he dumps water into his shell, but Toby's also got like a deep sea diving mask that he
Oh, a
puts-
scuba mask? Yeah.
It's like the one you see in like SpongeBob, like,
Or like, yeah.
yeah.
It's like, okay.
And when he pops his head out with the helmet on, he opens it up and he spits water
Yep.
at Max.
Yep.
And that sends him flying into the ropes. And this is where we see these shithead pigs,
Yeah.
Fiddler and Pfeiffer. They're at ringside, and they're also with. Anyone see who they're with?
Yes.
Who?
They're with Tilly the tiger and Elmer the elephant.
Elmer the elephant shows up.
I
again.
missed that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're sitting ringside cheering him on, and
Which also, are they old enough to be there?
Probably not.
a bunch of children at this death match.
Yeah,
going
really.
on.
Like, what's
So
going
is wrestling typically like a age? Oh, sorry, boxing.
Yeah.
Is boxing typically like an age event? Like you have to be like over a certain age to go.
Well, you have to be a certain
Back in
age
the
to go to
day.
any game. I feel like well, I don't know. Maybe.
unattended?
I don't know. Actually, now that I think about it.
I don't know, but I just, for me, like looking at boxing, like I feel like
Yeah, like you guys are getting beat. I wouldn't
Yeah,
want my
I
kid go to
feel
that.
like I feel like you would have to be 18 to
Right,
go
I don't
along.
know.
I don't know. I never went to a boxing match. So I have
There's
no
all
idea.
these youngins just
Or like
strolling
MMA.
around.
Never been to one.
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's kind of weird.
Well, they let children in on this one,
Okay.
and they're really into it. But yeah,
Really?
so Elmer Elephant's ringside, and this is the last time we see him until like 60 years from now in Who Framed Roger Rabbit. So
Yep.
bye, Elmer. Max has had enough now. He's getting really, really pissed off. He decides
Don't be
that
such a dick.
his plan
Karma.
his plan now is to just dump a bunch of fireworks
Yeah.
in Toby's shell and light them, and he does. But Toby starts like flying around the arena like from these fireworks. There's like the Star Spangled
It
Banner.
reminded me of the Muppets.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
Grand-
Dumbo flying.
Oh yeah, that too.
That too, but he's flying all around the arena with these fireworks that
Yeah.
just send him everywhere.
I didn't
Let's
think about the Muppets. That's great. That's...
Like the
Yeah,
the
yeah.
show. thing.
tribute to all
I don't know if you ever
nations,
saw
but
it.
mostly
What?
about.
Oh,
I think
did
I
you-
might have.
The
I'm not sure.
3D thing in
Because
Hollywood.
that's the
Oh,
first time I
Muppet-
saw was when we went in March. I'd never
Muppet
seen it.
Vision's great.
I might have not.
I don't think you've seen
Oh,
it yet.
no, you'll love it.
We
Yeah?
gotta do it.
You gotta do
It's
it.
called The Salute to All Nations, but mostly America.
It's a glorious 2-hour finale.
You have
You
a
got,
minute
you
and a
got a
half.
minute and a half.
Oh, dear Lord.
Yeah.
It was nice to sit inside for a few minutes.
Yeah, in the cool.
Yeah, yeah. So after Toby,
Alex actually laughed at the jokes.
I did.
The Muppets?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
it was funny. Yeah.
Muppets are great. Can't wait till we get to the Muppets. 10 years.
In fucking 10 years.
Should be nice.
But I can't wait. I'll be looking forward to it. Yeah, so the fireworks start to calm down a little bit. Toby comes down to the ring, and there's like one more firework that shoots off, but
Yep.
it goes like underneath Max's shirt.
Yep.
So now Max is flying all around the
Yep.
arena. And he flies right into the ambulance that he called down to ringside.
Well, he
so,
needed it.
Karma.
So, you know.
Yeah. And the doors close on him,
Now.
and they drive off and they take him away. And that's the end of the bout because I don't know if he's counted out or whatever, but he's not there. So Droopy Dog declares Toby Tortoise as your winner, new champion. He takes off his hat to the crowd and bows, and there's one little firework left
Yep.
on his head that goes off, and it scares him. And that's
Yeah,
it.
but he doesn't end up with Jenny.
No. Well, I
So
don't know.
I guess she likes the guy who takes his time, but not that much.
Maybe she likes winners.
Yeah.
Maybe.
No,
took
she
it.
likes guys that take their time.
He took his time and he won. Paid off. He took a beat in the first round of
It
the belt.
reminds me of Smash.
Wow, that's a throwback.
History is made at night.
Toby
That-
Tortoise returns.
That was a TV show that I was really into, and they only made like 2 seasons of it.
I completely forgot
Aw.
about Smash.
Yeah, that doesn't ring any bells for me.
It was so good. It was. I
Were
mean,
we alive when it was on?
Yeah.
yeah,
Like it was like when we were little?
No,
No,
it was like
it was like-
2009,
like college age.
2008.
Oh, did they
Uh,
remake that old show?
no, you're thinking of MASH.
You're thinking of
Uh,
the army.
Very, very different things.
Yeah.
Woo!
No, Smash.
Very, very different
Smash
things.
was about like
A Broadway play.
a Broadway play about Marilyn Monroe.
Oh, okay.
And like they were casting, and like there were two girls who were like, one looked like Marilyn, the other one sounded like Marilyn. Like it was a whole like dramatic thing. So.
Oh.
And I was really into it because there was musical numbers in it.
But you don't like Glee?
Yeah. Because
it's not Broadway? I mean, it is a lot of Broadway stuff. They love those Broadway
So here's
things.
the thing, like, these were original songs, like, for the show.
Oh, like new songs, so not like remakes.
It wasn't like a Blinded by the Light by an actual blind guy.
Okay, fair.
Speaking of...
Was it worth it, Jim?
Speaking of blind guys, last show we have is three...
Can we skip it?
blind... Alright, that's it. We're getting out of here.
These were
I
the
can't
worst.
see it, so...
These were the worst. I don't know if I hate these
I hate
more
this
than
one.
the pigs.
I hate this one on a logical standpoint.
It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Was that Pete?
Mouseketeers.
Number one?
That's good.
Was that Pete?
No, it was not
What?
Pete.
Okay,
It
so
looked
that's
like
what I
Pete.
said. I was like, is that Big Pete? Because
Yeah.
it sounds like Big
Captain
Pete.
Cat.
Looked like him.
But then they're
With
like,
the eye patch.
right, it's Captain Cat. But then you think about it and you're like, all right, well, is Big Pete a dog or a cat?
Mm-hmm.
It would make sense for Big Pete to be a cat because he chases Mickey, who's a mouse.
Yeah.
But I think he's a dog.
No, I think he's a dog because he always kind of looks like a bulldog to me.
But it would make sense for him to be a cat.
Oh, I thought it was like a fat, grumpy cat.
Maybe. I thought
Maybe.
Big Pete was a dog.
I don't know why.
I don't know.
He looks most
No,
like a
okay.
human to me, honestly.
I'll wait.
He looks like a hairy human to me with a tail.
And Pete is the oldest continuing Disney character, having debuted 3 years before Mickey Mouse. And okay, that didn't answer my question.
I didn't know that though.
He's a cat.
Is he really?
According to Google, he is a cat.
Oh, I believe Google. Okay. This is Silly Symphony number 62. It's based off of the nursery rhyme Three Blind Mice. It's released September 26, 1936, rated TVY7 with a runtime of 8 minutes and 49 seconds. Directed by David Hand and Jack Cutting. Animation by Clyde Geronimi. I can never pronounce that name. Hardy Gramacki. Ferdinand Horvath. These names, like, oh my god. Frenchie de Tremada and Bob Wickersham. Voice work by Billy Bletcher. Okay. Michael, do you remember the song? You started to sing it.
Not all of it.
No?
Who's afraid of the big bad wolf?
No.
Fuck
Sorry,
off with
we're
that.
on.
No.
This one's even worse, though.
The only thing I just keep... They keep...
Mouseketeers.
Hey! Yeah, that's what they did.
Wow.
Over and over again.
Yeah.
I didn't like the way they looked. Not to be
Their
critical.
swords.
They look like
Yeah.
Alvin, Simon, and Theodore.
Yeah.
Alvin
Yeah.
But with glass.
But blind.
Yeah, one's
Yeah.
tall, one's normal, one's fat. Three blind Mouseketeers, they're singing and dancing with their swords, and they're, blind. I don't know what to tell you.
They're so in sync for blind mice. It's so not real.
No
You'd
shit.
rather them, like,
It's so not real.
Have you ever seen a blind mice?
bumping into each other, and, like,
I don't know.
Yeah, it would
it
be
would have been more
funnier.
realistic.
that'd be sad. But they're hungry, and it's time to eat some cheese. And here's where...
I feel like that's all I did was
Yeah.
eat the freaking cheese.
Yeah, gluttons. So this is where we meet Captain Cat. He is a giant, large, big
Cat.
Pete-esque cat.
He looks like a pirate because he has one eye patch.
An eye patch that switches eyes.
Yeah, he has an...
Okay, I thought so.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell if this was, like, just a continuity error or if it was, like, part of the joke that, like, he's not actually, like,
Blind.
one-eyed and he's
Yeah.
just switching his eye patch, like, however he sees fit. I don't know.
I don't know.
Captain Cat is setting up mouse traps all over the house. He has a giant wedge of cheese disguised as a mouse trap.
Is that a bear trap?
He
It
had
looked like a bear trap.
and He's got, like, a knife that, like, just fires off when it, like, gets set off. Yeah.
It was pretty intense.
And with all the traps set in every room, he decides he's going to sit and wait and hide in a barrel.
But why does he have to?
Half barrel.
Why does he have to? Because
They're
blind.
blind!
That's what I'm like. The whole thing was just
He
This-
literally could have just sat
Anywhere.
outside
Yep.
of the hole, the mouse hole, and just held
With his
a-
mouth open.
with a
Yeah,
cup, or
and
like
they would've
with a
just
cup
marched-
and just like smash.
They would have just marched right into his mouth, and
Yep.
he just would have closed his mouth. End of story.
Yep.
And no, he has to set up 50 fucking traps around his house, like
Yep.
set his own house into like landmines everywhere.
know.
And then he hides.
I know.
They're
Even
blind.
if you did catch a mouse in one of your 50 mouse traps, you want smushed mouse? You don't want like regular
Oh
unsmushed
man,
mouse?
it's too bad Hillary's not here for this one. She could really have a lot to say.
About the mouse trap.
Yep.
She's experiencing the mouse.
She does.
Mice
She
department,
is.
unfortunately.
She's the only one who can really weigh in on this.
And why is he in a barrel?
Half
A
barrel.
half barrel, and he falls. And he decides he's gonna take a nap.
And his snore was louder than the fucking.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yep.
they're blind, not deaf.
Yep.
Yep.
Tom and Jerry never went to this extent.
True. I'm grabbing a cookie.
Go grab a
Because
cookie.
Alex will
Got so
kill
I
someone.
bullied Michael into getting so many snacks.
Well, to
And
be
then she yelled at me
fair,
for getting the wrong snack.
No, I
These are my
didn't.
favorite.
I didn't yell
They're
at you.
really good.
Yeah, they're so good.
She yelled at me.
Watch me eat all of you.
We love Entenmann's chocolate chip cookies. If
Anything
you want to give us a sponsor.
I love Entenmann's, honestly, especially that cake, the yellow with the fudge frosting.
That's
This is
why you
really
love
sounding
that
like a
cake.
pitch.
That's what I
No,
was
but we really have had Entenmann's at almost all of our recording sessions.
And we have discussed every time how much we like it. It's like our fave.
So Entenmann's, if you want to kick us a couple bucks.
We'll continue talking about
We'll talk about your cookies.
I'll
your
review
cookies and
all
the,
your items.
and the three blind musketeers.
Yep.
We will sit here and eat your food.
Captain
And
Cat
talk
would have
about
caught these mouths if he was using Entenmann's chocolate chip cookies.
Absolutely.
New from Entenmann's. Okay, so.
I hope you leave that in.
Oh, I'm gonna. I'm gonna.
We're not stopping until we have a partnership
And
with
I'm
Entenmann's. Like next time we do a
Yeah.
podcast with Hillary,
Yeah.
Then
All
we're
wearing
all here.
Entenmann shirts.
everyone is going. I'm taking pictures. We're posting it on the Instagram. I'm tagging Entenmann. Like this is not.
Entenmann's, you can expect an email from us. Anyway,
I can't.
the three blind
serious.
Mouseketeers managed to get the cheese off of all these mouse traps. They're dodging knives.
That's what Michael said. Michael's like, how'd they do that?
I don't know.
They just like Mr. Magoo their way.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah. The mice, they're able to dodge all these traps, and they
I'm
find
literally stuffing my face with the Entenmann's cookies.
because they're so delicious. Entenmann's chocolate chip cookies.
Original recipe. Original recipe Entenmann's.
Did I mention that these Entenmann cookies have only 140 calories
For how many, Dan?
for 3 cookies?
3 cookies?
Three whole cookies?
That's not the point. All right. Only
How much in the box?
7 total grams of fat, and only 3 saturated grams of fat. That's not too bad.
Wow.
Yeah.
This
That's
should
not
be
too
your
bad.
treat of choice if it's
What?
not already.
80 milligrams of sodium. That could be a little better, but that's okay.
That's why I have high
You
blood
treat
pressure.
yourself.
It's better than the Disney turkey leg, I promise.
Oh, yeah, we saw that.
Let's see. Since 1898,
Hmm.
the Entenmann's name has stood for the finest quality in baked goods.
Yes.
Today, this tradition remains as Entenmann's continues to deliver delicious favorites.
I believe it.
William Entenmann.
Yup.
That's his name?
For more information,
Chef.
visit us at www.entenmans.com, facebook.com/Entenmans.
I like to give a
And
big,
tell them we sent you.
I'd like to give a big We Watch Disney podcast shout out to William Entenmann and his delicious chocolate chip
for
cookies.
fueling this podcast.
Thank you for being you.
They're just
We run on Entenmann.
they're just
We watch Disney runs on Entenmann.
That's gonna be our next shirt.
look,
Multiple tank tops.
look, they're just so soft, they melt in your mouth, they're delicious. Go to your nearest supermarket.
The accent.
That's
You can't eat just 3.
No,
you
you
have
can't.
to stuff the whole
they
box
tell
in your
you
face.
they tell you 3 per
Shovel.
serving size, but
You
we go
gotta
above that.
shovel
It's
'em.
okay.
Shovel.
So go to your nearest supermarket and pick up yourself a box of Entenmann chocolate chip cookies.
You might think to yourself, how could 3 of these possibly be 140 calories? How do you stuff so much fat?
I can eat 3 at the same time. I can eat 3 at once. What
Because
do you
it's so good.
3 Entenmann's cookies equals 1 regular person cookie.
Because they're so little. I'm pretty sure yesterday
Oh.
I ate that whole box by myself that I picked up.
Yeah, I didn't touch any.
Yeah.
Well, I
I'm
believe-
literally
I be-
eating like half this box.
Well, I
can't.
believe it because they're so good.
They're so good. Addicting.
They're so delicious.
So good.
All right.
Made with real chocolate chips. Oh, it doesn't say that.
Fake chocolate.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
All right. So the mice now find their way on top of a table where they find like sausage, and like they cut a sausage in half.
Does anyone else pick out the Entenmann's cookies based
I do.
Yes, I look and see how many are
and
crumbled
you're
or.
like,
I also
This one has a good amount
Do you
of
think-
chocolate chips.
I like to pick up the ones that have been flipped onto their belly completely.
Okay.
Why, I don't know. The
Do you
ones that are just upside down.
Do you think the cookies that are in there are like fighting to get into the window?
Like they're like, see me,
Do they want
love
to
me.
Do they want to be
Choose
eaten,
me.
Or
That's from something.
Eat
I
me.
just don't know why.
Bite me.
how does like food? Does food
Choose
want to be
me,
eaten,
love
or
me.
That's their.
like do they want to be eaten, or do they
It's
try
like-
to like
it's-
avoid being eaten?
No, probably want to be eating because
If you're like a food,
What?
if you're a food, like are you trying to avoid
Oh
being eaten?
no, you want to be.
You want
Yeah.
to like it
want to
feels
be
good.
eaten. That's its purpose. Kind of like
that's
the Christmas
like Toy
trees
Story.
with Phoebe.
Oh, so you think the foods that don't get eaten, like they maybe you got sick of them, and so like,
And
like
they're
those
upset.
M&Ms that have been sitting there for months that
They're
are just
upset.
in that mason
They're
jar.
they're
fulfilling
crying.
their destiny.
Do you like pick your favorite? Like okay, there's a box of cookies here. Entenmann's chocolate chip cookies, by the way. Do you
Original recipe.
Yes.
If you're new here.
do you like pick out a cookie from the start like as like the best cookie and you save that to the end?
So
'Cause I
if
do that.
I'm gonna be the fatty that I am, and I'm gonna eat the whole box, yes, I do.
Like you find
Well,
one,
yeah, it
and
depends,
that's
but
the
you
last
have to
one.
eat the whole box
Yeah, cause or you have to hide that one cookie.
and hope no one eats it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which the thing is, you wouldn't know this because it's impossible to not eat the whole box all in one day. But if you let them sit overnight, they get incredibly stale.
No,
They're
I-
very
Put them in the
quickly.
fridge. It
Look,
tastes amazing.
we're
by
fair.
the way.
Really?
We're fair. We're gonna point out the negatives of Entenmann's. They have a slow shelf life once you open them.
You mean a fast shelf
a
life.
fast shelf life? Yes. Once you open them, you got to go
Yeah.
through them. You can't
So,
let them linger.
But I
around.
think they do that on purpose because they're just so good that you have to eat them all.
Well, why would you let them sit? You gotta
Why
go through
would
the whole
you?
box.
But to be fair, the cakes, I feel they don't do that. But
No,
we
they
do
don't.
typically refrigerate them.
Mm.
At least we do that. We don't. My mom keeps them out, and they always stay fine. We put them in the fridge, and they always stay fine.
So there you
the
go.
cakes stay moist and honestly to
Succulent.
perfection.
That's
Yes.
perfect.
And
I
moist.
can't really speak on the donuts too much because these don't really
Donuts.
last long.
Nah, you put them in the fridge.
I
too.
love the chocolate donuts.
Oh, that's
chocolate
good.
donuts. Are
The
I
cheap.
like the
donuts.
chocolate lovers. It's the chocolate lovers box for me. It's chocolate on chocolate. It's all chocolate. The inside's chocolate. The outside's chocolate. Are we not chocolate lovers?
Dan, I am a chocolate lover. Dan is so upset because we're so derailed.
No, I love this thing.
He's literally crying. He's like,
I will gladly take.
He's like, we have one more fucking short.
he's like,
to get
we're
through."
Listen.
so close, guys.
Listen, I will gladly take time out of this podcast to talk about the delicious taste of these Entenmann chocolate chip cookies.
And
Original
these-
recipe.
And these
You want one?
Entenmann's donuts.
I'll take time out to talk about
Do you
these
want a
cookies. They're so good, and the donuts too. Yes, delicious donuts. Michael, you got like a variety pack going on there.
And the
What do you got
packaging
there?
I think I
hasn't
want this
changed
guy.
in a million years.
Oh
And it
no,
doesn't
Michael,
need
it's
to.
broken. I need the rest of it.
Oh my god!
It doesn't need to.
Is that delicious? Can you give us some sound effects?
Wow, that one's pretty fucking crushed in
How does
there,
that
too.
donut make you feel when you bite into it?
Happiness.
Yeah. Also
I feel
from,
so happy.
also from Entenmann's. Yeah.
What's that?
What's
Plain
that? Mike?
donut.
Plain
Is
donut.
it delicious?
How's it plain?
Mmm.
Plain.
Shut the fuck up, I'll kill you. You're ruining this for all of us. Fucking ruining this for us.
Plainly amazing.
We're gonna
Plainly
be
amazing.
stuck in our office jobs our whole lives if you don't step it up a notch.
I don't work in an office.
Don't you want to retire from your manual labor position?
Well,
Oh, I do.
that is.
Well, then that better be the best goddamn donut you've ever seen in your
plain.
life.
That is just one man's opinion. I happen to think those donuts are delicious. Even the plain donuts, they're plainly amazing. Thank you for moving the question.
Plainly amazing.
I guarantee you, all this talk of Entenmann's is much more interesting than this short.
You know what? These mice wish that they had Entenmann's.
Instead
yeah.
of cheese, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. They
Did we
wouldn't
get
be
to the bowls yet?
going- to the what?
You
Oh no!
I
no,
love that
no,
part.
no,
That was a good part.
Okay, so before then, the mice are up. That they found like sausage, and they're making like sausage sandwiches. They like cut open sausage and put sausage in the sausage.
That's
No,
what
no,
I-
no, those are buns.
They look like sausages to me.
I swore they were sausages too.
No,
Yeah.
And I
those
got
were buns.
confused.
They were making hot dogs.
They look like they were like joined together like a sausage
Yep.
link.
No, they were hot dogs.
Oh, okay. I guess they were making.
Wait, so
hot
they were
dogs.
making hot dog sandwiches with.
hot dogs and
Sausage.
cheese.
Oh.
Delicious.
Ew.
No,
Who does
it
that?
wasn't cheese. It was mustard.
You would put cheese on hot dogs?
Absolutely.
Why would
Where
you?
was their mustard?
In the
cheese
jar.
dog.
Were we all
Oh,
watching the
I
same
did not see
thing?
that.
What the
They
fuck?
sliced open the buns, put the hot dogs on, then they
Entenmann,
went
chocolate
in
chip
the
cookies.
then they went in the jar of mustard, smeared it around, and that's what they ate. Like,
Well,
are
I
you-
do know that they found champagne. And they
Okay.
started popping the corks,
Out the
Yes.
bottle.
and that woke up Captain Cat.
Well,
And he was
it
dreaming
shot him
about it, yeah.
because he was dreaming of a cannon,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and it shot him in the eye.
Yep.
And the 3 blind Mouseketeers say, all for one and one for, and Captain Cat says, oh yeah?
And then they say,
Every man for themselves! And they run away.
Those
I
little
got
bitches.
it.
So Captain Cat starts to give chase, and he pulls the tablecloth out from underneath on the table, and all these bowls fall down from the table, and they land on Captain Cat. And this is where we get to the bowl scene, I guess. If you
Which
will.
is so annoying.
So weird.
This is like when you go to a baseball game and they got the like hats of which one is the ball under, and they mix
Yeah.
them all around.
But like,
But
those
this didn't
are
make any
consistent.
sense.
right? Because the one where the mouse actually was under, he ended up not being under.
Okay,
and
I
then,
felt like
but
so-
he was just holding. He was
no, the first few
No.
times he wasn't under any of them
Okay.
because
Yeah.
he lifted the bowl and there was
so
nothing
you
in the
could
bowl.
see.
I
and
thought
there was-
they were
short
tricking him.
made-
No,
this-
well, they were, but they fucked
So
up.
where
on
the
the
F were
animation.
they?
This short made me feel like such a fucking idiot because I was like, it's under that bowl, and then he pulls it up, and I was like,
Wait a second.
wait,
I
no,
know.
it's under that.
And I was really annoyed. And I watched it a bunch of times, and I was like, no. And I'm really good at those with like the
Yeah.
following thing. And I'm like, no, he's got to be there. But then he was there, and I'm like, this is.
You know, then
Jesus,
then they
lie.
when he was mixing them, he showed like the mouse like jumping
Yeah.
around,
yeah,
and then they still picked the wrong one. But,
But
then
but sometimes
all three were
I know,
freaking.
right? Like,
sometimes you didn't see him jump to another bowl, so
Right.
like, he had to be under there, and he just was.
Right.
I mean,
there.
but then
It
all
was-
three ended up being under there.
Yeah,
You know
so
what could've
no,
fixed
that was like
this?
I don't
At
think
the end.
that was all three though.
No, it was.
It looked like the same mouse just repeated 3 times.
you know what could
I mean, it looked like that.
I thought he
but
was like hallucinating. and he saw
afterward, there
3
was all
mouths.
three.
You
know?
know what could have fixed this? A nice Entenmann's chocolate chip cookie.
That
Or
would fix-
donut.
That would have
Or
fixed
donut.
everything in
Or
this story.
Yep.
Look, all right, they packed so many cookies in the sentiment box that Captain Cat could have shared it with the other 3 blind
He
mice.
could have used one as an eye patch.
It would have
That's
been a
how many
banquet.
there are.
They
A
wouldn't.
feast.
He wouldn't be trying to kill these mouse. They would have just sat together at the table and they would have ate all these delicious.
worked out all their
and-
problems.
Yeah.
And sang Kumbaya.
Listen, you got a problem. You sit around the table. You put a box of Entenmann's chocolate chip cookie original recipe in front of the table, and everybody
Work
starts
it
eating out of
out.
them, and it's
Everything works itself out
Yeah.
with the Entenmann's.
That's
Does it?
right.
the one mouse runs away, and he gets his tail caught in like a wood,
Yeah.
like a.
And
like-
the other ones just leave him.
yeah, they ditch him. They're like,
They
well,
do.
they say
Bye,
all
bitch.
for one for all, and then they say every man for himself again.
But aren't they brothers?
Are
I
they?
don't know if they're
I
brothers.
don't know. I kind of just assumed.
I
3
do too.
brothers, all blind.
And all mice?
Genetics.
Yeah.
Is-
Genetics.
is it?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
Blind?
Blindness, that can be. Depends on what causes it.
Huh.
Right? I don't know. So I kind of assumed they were brothers.
Hmm.
Because they looked like the chipmunks who are brothers, like you said. Like there was a skinny one, a middle one, and a chubby.
So the
Chubber.
Alvin-looking
Chubber.
one gets his
The
tail
chubber
caught.
liked a lot of Entenmann's.
Well, I mean, who could blame? I mean, they're so delicious.
So
They taste-
delicious. Num num num.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Like Jack Jack's cookie num nums.
Yeah.
Just like that.
He wishes. So he gets his tail caught in the wood, and he's chants all for one for all. And in front of him is a bunch of like
Wine bottles and
Well, I think there's more
champagne
champagne bottles, and his reflection shows up in all the champagne
And
bottles.
somehow it echoes.
Yeah. Well, not only that, but this fucking idiot, Captain Cat, falls for this.
Yeah, he bought it. He was
really
like, oh
can't
no.
tell that these are not real.
He was like, you're multiplying like an Entenmann's cookie.
To be
What?
fair, I too thought there was a lot of mice.
No.
You think you're getting
She
just,
did. She was like, "Wow, it's a lot of mice." I'm like, "Alex, it's reflection."
You think you're pulling just one Entenmann's cookie out of the box, but you end up with the whole box.
Exactly. And
'Cause
you
they're
know who else likes Entenmann's? Do you know?
Me.
Big Mama. Big Mama love.
Oh, we asked.
Entenmann's.
We phoned a friend. We phoned a friend and asked Hills how she feels about Entenmann's, and she said she loves Entenmann's.
Well, why wouldn't she? She's a perfectly normal, sane human being. And she's got great taste buds as well, and who wouldn't love a box of Entenmann's chocolate chip cookies original recipe?
Thank you, William
Yes.
Entenmann.
Big shout out to William Entenmann.
William Entenmann. Right?
You think he's alive?
Oh, you alive, sir? Hey, Siri.
Let's get him on the phone.
Well,
I hate you.
it's since 1898, so I doubt Mr. It's alive.
Well, I mean,
Well, if you keep eating his cookies, you will live forever.
yeah,
They
that's
provide
right.
immortality.
Yeah.
Reminds me of
I don't know.
SpongeBob. I've always hated chocolate. Well, it's not for eating. It's for rubbing on your skin. You live forever.
That's pretty concrete. Deceased, it says. Although
He was 79 years old when he
That's
passed
a good
away.
life.
Wow.
Although I will say that if I ate a whole box of
Oh, wait, no.
Entenmann's chocolate chip original recipe, it would feel like I died and went to heaven for how good they were.
He had lots of predecessors.
Yeah. Okay.
Is that people that live after
Predators.
you?
That's predators.
No.
People that are after you are predators.
No, people that live after you.
No.
Like when you squeeze out a kid and you name them William Jr.
That's your
Offspring.
He
Your spawn.
No,
he had
child?
multiple offsprings.
He's talking. They're talking about like people that followed in his footsteps.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
No,
predecessor.
No,
And, like, William
he's
Entenmann.
the predecessor.
Yeah.
He came first.
Yes.
So what are
Yeah.
the extras?
The extras, his children, you mean?
Yeah, like
They're-
his kid and
His
then
children.
What did he say?
because there was a third Entenmann.
Successors?
Successors.
Successors.
Yeah, his successors.
He
He,
was
had many
number 3.
successors.
So this dummy sees all these cats. He sees all these mice in the reflection of the champagne
All
bottles.
for one and one for all.
And he is terrified, and he starts running out of there. He steps and falls into every single trap he laid out.
does.
And to the point where we're actually starting to feel bad for this.
I feel bad for him because you know why? All he's doing is protecting his like shop or home or whatever the F it is for him.
I think it's
and-
his home.
Okay, fine. He's protecting his home from these stupid invasive mice who bumble the fuck around and just like cause all kinds of fuckery.
But to be fair, this all could have been solved
Yes.
because they're blind.
Yes.
If he just waited outside the
Yes,
hole and just
that's
opened his
true.
mouth and let him march right in.
That's true.
They just dragged this out.
But the thing is though is that he's doing his job and they're invading
I think
his space.
I felt bad for him because I always felt bad for Tomcat in Tom and Jerry.
Yeah.
I always felt like he just like got tortured and Jerry just was a dick to him. And I know he was trying to kill him.
No,
but,
they were playing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought they were besties.
Right?
They are besties.
They are.
Tom and Jerry besties.
I thought that Tom and Jerry were friends.
I thought they were trying to like kill each other.
I thought they were having fun.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening anymore.
I think they're.
Everything I thought I
To
knew
the
is
Googles.
turning out that it is not that way, and I just
Huh.
don't understand.
I completely
got here.
misinterpreted Tom and Jerry, I guess. You telling me they were just playing around?
I thought so.
Well, what about that dog? He wasn't really playing around, was he?
He was just like sick of everyone's shit.
Mm,
He was like, leave me the fuck alone.
yeah. That was one of those like cartoons where like you only saw the bottom half of like people.
Yeah.
You saw their legs,
Like
like in
Cow
a
and
Cow and
Chicken.
Chicken.
Tom and Jerry are best friends, but Tom has to pretend to hate Jerry in order to protect Jerry, so Tom's owner doesn't replace Tom with the cat that actually wants to kill Jerry.
There you go.
Wow, that's pretty deep.
Damn.
No, really, I'm serious. I didn't realize he was doing that all
Mystery
for Jerry's
solved.
benefit.
Yeah.
So like, really, he could have caught Jerry at any moment.
Absolutely, if he wanted to.
No, I don't feel so bad for him. Anyway, okay. So yeah, Captain Cat, he's just got mousetrap after mousetrap just clamping onto him. He's screaming in pain, and he runs towards a window and he jumps through it to escape.
Yeah.
I always thought this. They do this a lot in cartoons. Why? Wouldn't that like hurt more jumping through
Jumping
a window?
out the window, you'd
Yes.
think, right?
It's a little
And also
dramatic.
like how like on a glass window, just like their
What's
outline.
going on? And that would like cut him up and
Yeah,
like,
but like their outline is perfectly there, like as though the glass wouldn't shatter
You
into
just
a
fall to the
thousand
ground,
pieces.
yeah, I know.
Like, you know, but okay.
Maybe think they're just dramatic, like how every day I'm like, I'm going to jump out the window, and they can actually
Maybe.
take that extra step. You know,
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
I don't have the
because-
balls, but I'm happy someone does.
Because they're a cartoon, and you find out in Roger Rabbit, like it doesn't hurt.
But to be fair, in action movies, people are always jumping through windows too.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
I wonder what it feels like to jump through a window.
You want to try?
No.
No. Okay.
She's not gonna try.
Too much of a pussy.
You could like throw me through a window if you really want.
No.
Thank you. Okay. Yeah, and so he jumps out the window and he runs
And
away.
not the intimates either.
No. No.
What if there was Entenmann's on the other side of that window?
I
I'd
would-
jump out the window for the intimates.
I
Yep.
would run through a brick wall for these Entenmann's
Oh,
chocolate chip
yeah.
cookies.
Yep.
So that-
Original recipe.
Original recipe. Only 140 calories. That's not bad.
For 3 cookies.
Yep. So he jumps out the window,
For
and the
3
three
itty bitty tiny itty bitty cookies.
and the 3 itty bitty blind mice celebrate, and they sing their song one last time.
The 3 business? Sorry.
The
Spit it
3
out,
blind
Kelly.
Mouseketeers. Ha!
Ha! I
Yep.
think you guys should do it at the same time on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
I
I don't like anyone except Toya.
Yep, that's right.
Why not all four of us at the same time?
What
I
are we
don't know the
saying?
words.
We're the
We're the three blind Mouseketeers.
Mouseketeers.
If me and Toya end up being the only ones doing this,
Yeah,
You have my
really.
word. I
I'll
swear,
shove my fingers right
I
up your
swear
nose.
on this box of Anthony chocolate chip original recipe cookies that I will join you.
Fine.
Fine. Ready?
1, 2, 3.
We're the three blind
Mouseketeers.
Mouseketeers.
Ha!
Poor
But we're
Hillary.
four.
Did we do it?
Oh shit, we're 4.
Shit.
We're the 4
Well,
blind
really,
Mouseketeers.
But we're really 5 because Hills.
And we're not blind.
Hillary's.
I'm a little blind.
Well, we're 4 here, but Hillary's -1 because she's not here, so that equals out to 3.
Okay.
No, that math.
That's
no
great
sense.
math. I like that math, actually.
It makes sense.
Funny.
That math made me
We're
feel
going with
happy.